This is one of the springs. This is the one that is the main one I'm tapping right now. And it seems to have silted up, but you can see the water moving right there. I'm going to see if I can get over there, leaving this running. See how much water is really coming out, because it's all getting away. What's happening is the dam is broken back, and so this is the pipe that goes back in there, and it's been about 4 months since I last worked on this, and it's washed out the little mud dam, so just getting a trickle now down the mountain. So that's going to be today's project, and this is the spring box which allows the water to come in. It needs to be cleaned out, but you can see in the bottom, so the water comes in there at the top. It's gotten so slow now that something's growing there, and then whatever it's called, scum, is growing on top, and I don't know what this stuff is, some kind of weird stuff. Anyway, so the water comes out here, and then if it really goes too full, then it flows over this, and then just out and on down the mountain. But so we'll see what it looks like when I get it all cleaned up here. So now you can see it wasn't much trouble to get it flowing again, but the box is tipped over, so the box has got to be straightened up. But you can see how much water I'm capturing. I'm capturing about 3/4 of an inch of water, so it's coming out. This is an inch. This is a 1-inch pipe here, so the top end of it is completely underwater, but it's very precarious the way I've got it set up. But I don't know if I can get back in there and see the actual pipe. I think I'm looking at it. Let me take this rock back off here. I just got that rock. This big rock right here is what's holding the pipe down, because it's pulling it over here, is making it go this way. So I need to build a whole framework up here to keep this in place so it doesn't keep getting dislodged. Sometimes it's, you know, an animal will cause that, and I mean, if a bear comes up there to get a drink, he'll just tear it all up. So I know there haven't been any bears here. But since the rains, there's quite a lot of water coming out of here. Of course, the water, the real spring, is way up higher, but this is a real rocky hillside, so the water comes out as far as you can see up there. It's all on the property here, and it's water's coming out even that high up the mountain. We're actually we're about 100 yards above just the reservoir down there, and probably 200 yards above the house. So there's plenty. This is what they call a gravity feed. So there's plenty of gravity to create plenty of pressure, and you can see right there how fast that thing filled up from what I showed just a minute ago. So we're in real good shape for now. So it comes out, and then it goes back in the ground, and it comes back out again. So it's possible that it could be, there's a lot more water up there and around, but a lot of it's just going on into the ground. But it percolates up, so I thought I was going to have to spend several hours here today, but I don't have the equipment and the things I need to fix it permanently. One of the problems, and the problem today, was that I've got an elbow right there. So
if a rock or something gets in there, or something gets in there and blocks that, or mud starts building up, then it just stops. And that's what happened here, and that's why it was coming over the top. It's coming over the pipe was still underwater, but the pipe was clogged up somewhere. So I just had to beat on it a little bit with a rock, and then it got it loose. If I had a Y there, the reason there's a T there is because there's another spring up there that works intermittently, and this needs to be a Y instead of a 2 right angles, because it's too easy for stuff to get lodged in there, especially when it's coming out of a spring. So that's it. So I'm going to straighten this thing out, straighten it up a little bit, and then that's it for today. Then I'm going to take note of everything I need to fix this in a more permanent style way. So here's another spring. This is a really nice one. You can see it. I'll have to get in close. It's really hard to get to. All of the springs seem to be really, for some reason, really difficult to get up to. But this is one. This was an old one that dried up a few years ago. It completely dried up, and now it's got multiple seepages. You can see. You have to get really close. I'm trying to keep my hands dry and clean with the camera. So. Weed growing right there, kind of in the way. But you can see a really nice stream right there. And several more over here. So I have a pipe here that's I've got it dammed in, just mudded in, and got a piece of tin that I'll lay over the top of it to just try to keep the rain from creating more problems. But you can see down at the end of that pipe right there. See, this is one that's been, you know, I rifle through the ones that go dry and move the pipes and have to keep the spring moving all the time because the amount of rainfall plus we actually have crawdads up here that are constantly